people should be aware of the administration of the unions that basically hold the taxpayers hostage with their demands. This will be part one of probably 2 weeks of videos about all the crimes committed by either leaders or important people with many government unions that are well known for their financing of the Democrat Party. The first part is about two different federal law enforcement unions that have committed crimes that cost the unions money from people using them for their own purposes. These unions represent people who do actual necessary jobs in the government, which is an oddity in a bloated government. These are people who are paid by tax dollars, with the percentage going to the unions for dues. In the end, these federal law enforcement members would be better served just relying on the rules of civil service. This series will take a while, but people do need to be aware of what is going on and understand the people who have such a large say in what happens in the government. Taxpayers do not, and Doge will have a fight because of the campaigns these unions will wage. Americans should know the criminal natures of the people in charge of these unions to understand what has led to such wasteful government. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself. As always, in an article like this, if you want to do your own research, down below is a link to my Substack. Well, to a particular article in my Substack that you can look all this up. This first one is the Department of Corrections Labor Union. Andra Parker, 65, of Capitol Heights, Maryland, pleaded guilty today to wire fraud for embezzling tens of thousands of dollars from the D.C. Department of Corrections Labor Union. The guilty plea was announced by U.S. Attorney Matthew Graves, FBI Acting Special Agent in Charge David Geist of the Washington Field Office, Criminal and Cyber Division, and Special Agent in Charge Troy Springer of the National Capital Region, U.S. Department of Labor Office of Inspector General. Parker, a former D.C. corrections officer, served as a chairman of the Labor Committee, an organization that represents all members of the D.C. Department of Corrections from June 2018 through approximately April 2019. As chairman, Parker had full access to the Labor Committee's bank accounts to carry out official duties and was issued a debit card. As part of his guilty plea, Parker admitted that he misappropriated more than $30,000 of union funds to pay for unofficial travel, lodging, and entertainment for him and his friends. For example, he spent more than $7,000 on a trip to New York City for his friends, including $4,000 on rooms and expenses at a Times Square hotel, more than $370 on tickets to a New York Knicks games, and an additional $616 on tickets to Summer, the Donna Summer musical. He also spent more than $2,000 in union funds to purchase 4 tickets to a Diana Ross concert in North Bethesda, Maryland. Okay, while he's got decent taste, why was he spending union money on this? Dear Lord. Okay, and this next one. On July 2nd, 2024, the New York State Police arrested 3 U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers and 4 former U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers following the investigation into a grand larceny scheme. The following individuals were arrested were executive board members of the National Treasury Employees Union, Chapter 138, Chaplain, New York. Thomas O'Keefe, arrested for grand larceny, 3rd degree felony. Joseph McVeigh, grand larceny, 4th degree felony. Jamie Goheen's, grand larceny, 3rd degree felony. Roy Arndt, grand larceny, 4th degree felony. Michael Lacey, grand larceny, 4th degree felony. Craig Mothersell, grand larceny, 3rd degree felony. And David Murtaugh, petit larceny, which was a misdemeanor. While executive board members of the National Treasury Employees Union, these individuals misappropriated funds from both federal government accounts whole and union funds by double billing both organizations for official travel and taking cash advances for their own personal benefit. The investigation was a joint effort between the New York State Police, Customs and Borders Protection Office of Professional Responsibility, the U.S. Department of Labor, the U.S. Attorney's Office, Northern District, New York, and Clinton County District Attorney's Office. I don't even know where to begin, other than what I'm doing, on the amount of crime that was committed over the past year from these unions. These are just two examples with 8 people who got arrested. Think about that. 8 people got arrested, and these are just 2 incidents that I'm going to cover. Now, because I'm trying to keep my videos down to a decent amount, because people were saying, "Oh, why did you? We need them shorter." Okay, I'll listen to the people that are watching my videos, because, well, if you're watching my videos, I appreciate it. I really do. So this is going to push this out several weeks, or, well, I'd say 2 weeks minimum. Some of these I'm only going to be covering one incident, but when you're listening to it, you will see why it's taking up an entire video. These folks are both union leadership, and they're government employees a lot of the time. Some of this is not federal, some of this is local. And you really should know what's going on when it comes to these unions. As I said, these people are doing jobs that exactly, or it either harms or benefits the taxpayer. And all of the people that I'm going to be covering are harming the taxpayer. Why? Because this is money coming out of the pockets of federal employees, local employees, state employees. And these people are going to be angry when they go to work, and you're going to have to deal with them. I don't know why this is happening, but it does. And these are the people that are in charge of giving dues to whatever political cause. And 9 times out of 10, these dues, actually no, 10 times out of 10 most of the time, these dues are going to the Democrat Party. And you wonder why they lost. So, this has been part 1. Just, hey, if you can comment or whatever, that'd help me out. But this has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican, I don't care if you're conservative, I don't care if you're liberal, I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.